So I wanted to talk to you about a few things. Your general practice environment, maybe some of your strengths and weaknesses, how you approach team communication, and also how you handle tilt and pressure. What do you feel your strengths and weaknesses as a player are?
Most of my strengths come from laning and like team fighting.
Okay.
And my weaker areas would be probably like roaming at like really critical times, or maybe like setting up better vision control.
So is that where you focus a lot of your mental energy these days?
I think it's really important to not only work on your weaknesses, but like build upon your strengths, because they're your strengths for a reason, and building upon your strengths can make you even better of a player. And no player is perfect, so even if those are your strengths, you can be even better.
So what do you feel that you do to maximize your 24 hours or your time practicing?
So you have 2 scrim blocks in a given day, and each scrim block has 3 games, so a total is 6 games that you're playing in a team environment. Most of the learning that you get isn't in the actual game itself, but it's the experiences you have after the game. Like in a certain situation, what you could have changed in that situation to do differently. Right. Maybe you could have pathed differently, maybe you could have taken a trade differently. Maybe you're just making the wrong decision altogether in a specific scenario. So you usually go over those type of situations after the game.
How do you handle pressure?
A lot of people, they have like pre-game rituals.
Yeah.
For me, I actually don't do that much. Okay. When I first started playing, I was super nervous all the time. More recently, I've been having like internal monologues with myself.
So focus on what's in your control, basically, and what you can achieve. 5 people talking over each other, and maybe 1 second, 2 seconds, everything happens so fast in team fights. How do you make it easier to communicate, especially since you've taken up the mantle of shot caller?
There's a lot of different points in the game where you're required to communicate different things.
Yeah.
In team fights, everyone's just shouting their potential ability in the team fight, where if I'm an engager, I'm going to be communicating about my engage options, what I'm looking for, how many seconds I'm going to be there in the fight, or how many seconds till I can make a game-changing play. And those are the really important things to communicate. Whereas if you're in mid-game or when you're playing around the map, then you're thinking about, okay, what are the waves like? Are we stronger? Are we weaker?
Are you constantly communicating that when you're thinking about it?
Yes, you're constantly communicating about, okay, I think we're stronger guys, let's look to fight, or our team comp wants to do this, we should look to do this instead of trying to fight them head on. Or you're talking about, okay, let's avoid fighting and just wait until we get our item spikes. There's like so many small things that you need to communicate about, which often are overlooked by the general community, because mostly what they hear is what people communicate in team fights.
Yeah.
They're not really talking about specifics.